Welcome back to Retro Wednesday at the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike. I want to talk to you about the Scooby-Doo toy line. Now, this is sort of modern. I mean, they had these in 2019 at Walmart, but they were reissues from past years. And let's just say Walmart only had wave one. Try to post a picture of all three waves or all three series or whatever they want to call them. But there was kind of a lot to this line, a lot more than I thought. And the reason I got into collecting these was because, as you know, Jada is doing their own toy line, but they're only going to go so deep. I mean, I see their Street Fighters. There's no way that we're going to get as many of these figures as we got from this line, which I'll get into. Was it equity marketing? Was it a company called Character Options? All that kind of stuff. But let's get and take a look at these. We'll show them one by one. We'll have a good look at these figures, show some variants and stuff. And yes, they look great on a shelf. Great on display. No, they are not highly articulated. So they're cheap. So that's the plus. Let's get and take a look at these coming up. If you're anything like me, you grew up on the Scooby-Doo cartoon. It was a pretty good show. It was kind of fun and quirky. But back in the day, they never had toys for it. Not a real action figure toy line, because it was before the 80s when they had the ability to basically sell you a toy line. So this is a toy line based on an old cartoon that had kind of a villain of the episode. So like every episode had its own new villain for the most part. And with that, you could make, however many episodes there are, you can make that many villains. And in some cases, some episodes had multiple villains. So there's a lot of villains. And so that's where this line thrives. And the show was fun. Everyone remembers it. Yes, it was kind of goofy. It was kind of campy. It still holds up. If you liked it back then, you'd like it now. Anyway, let's get into talking about all these figures. Let's get looking at these figures. Here's Scooby-Doo, but I'm going to put up somewhere in here I need to put up a picture of all three. I might have already done it, but all three series. As time progressed, they made the figures slightly different. So if you can look, you can see that here is the standard Scooby-Doo in the dark and the light. So as you got another ghost paired with one of the main characters, then they changed it up. So like one series had a light one series had a dark version of him, same goofy look. And then you had one that had the head changed out and darker, and he had kind of this fright feature thing going on. Fright features, like Kenner did with their Ghostbusters. That's kind of a fun thing here. Well, he's got articulation in the tail and his legs. Not a lot. 2 points in his legs, front and back. And that's about it. And you can get him to almost look like he's sitting. I actually had one like that. I don't know what I did with that, but you can kind of make him look like he's sitting, which is kind of good. It's all you'd really need for this. And I will say, I'm going to kind of showcase, there's another toy line, and I'm not even sure who made these, but I just got them in a lot. And it's a different construction of Scooby-Doo from a different company. I guess if we can zoom in on that. Is it going to focus? It's not focusing enough for us to see what it is. But anyway, like maybe in editing, I'll be able to pull that off there. We can see what this all is. And there we go. I mean, it's easy to see this one here, right? What we got going on that? Yeah, character limited. All right, so that was a lot of fun. Anyway, there's a different Scooby-Doo out there too. There's not a lot of fleshed out toy lines for this line, and most of them literally just give you the main characters and little to no ghosts. But what we got with this character options definitely gave us a lot of ghosts. Next we have Fred, and I'm not sure if I've got variants to him or if I just got two of the same, but I have variants to everything else. So Fred is a pretty cool figure, and let's get into his articulation, head side to side, which is fine. spin all the way around. We've got articulation there. No waist swivel. Leg goes to there. 90-degree there. And he can sit and ride in a van, which is kind of what he needs to do. So, not a bad figure. Character LTD. So, that's who made them. He does have different color shoes. So that's what you're going to see. Minor slight repaints, revisions, variations as they went through. They wanted to keep a main character with it. And I think it's a pretty good likeness, but I'm going to bring in Fred from, and this is the older version. So this is from, I think, 2002. Let's bring it in here. I think this one's from 2002. So they're a little shorter, and they are considered, so these are considered 5.5 inch. These are considered 4.5 inch, even though I don't think that they're really that big of a difference. They're pretty close to the same height, slightly, like a half-inch difference. But look at the difference here. So this is the character options, the newer one, the Scooby-Doo, which I actually do think that this is undersized, and I think this is more correct scale. Might be wrong, but I think he's a Great Dane. Anyhow, is a bigger Scooby with a shorter Fred. What you see before you right now is our R3 Shaggy, the Shagmeister. He smokes on the Devil's Lettuce in a kids show. I'm sorry. It insinuates that they're high because they always got the munchies, right? Technically. Okay, whatever. Anyway, pretty good likeness, though. Pretty good likeness of the character and the figure. And, yeah, it looks pretty good. Same articulation we're going to get with Fred. Not much different. It really skinny, lanky dude. But the colors kind of work. Now, if you see this other one, I don't know which one came first. And it really doesn't matter because these have been getting popped out since the mid 2010, 2005, and just being redone over and over and over. But as you can see, darker green shirt, brown hair, versus kind of like a, I don't want to call it blonde. It's light brown. Dirty brown. Anyway, and then we've got the Fright Feature one. The Fright Feature one is the hardest one to get, and I thought I was never going to find one, but then you find one, and then you see 10 more. So it's like, oh, what was my problem? Why is he so bright? What's it so bright? What's the problem here? But I'm trying to zoom in on his Fright features. And the Scooby-Doo had a Fright feature, which was actually action feature. This dude just a different head. Same figure, just a different crazy head. And they changed it up a little bit as they went. Let's look at the Scooby-Doo from the other toy line, which, and again, I think this one is what they call the equity marketing, but I'm not even 100% sure. I looked at the back of one of the boxes and it said equity marketing on it, but at the same time, I got all this stuff used. Some of this stuff came from the UK, and all of these ones that I'm saying are older than the main line that I'm reviewing. I got from the UK. So anyway, looking at them, I can't believe I actually got variants. the blondish and the brownish, still kind of cool, Shaggy. And if you look at them side by side, like which one looks better? Let's get a close up on this. Which one looks better? It's hard to say. I almost like this one better for the face. But anyway, I think they're both fine. And to me, if I'm putting a shelf together and I just got one, I wouldn't care. I can mix and match companies. Next up, we've got Daphne, and I'm not really sure why. I guess she's just leaning over. Saw an interesting statue of Daphne and Velma. I might show it. I don't know. Is it inappropriate? Very inappropriate. Okay, anyway. All right, so I kind of thought that these were variants. Looks like she's got a darker scarf, lighter scarf. No, I didn't go after. By the way, I didn't go after variants other than the Fright ones, which are specifically different. Didn't go after color variants. It just happened to show up as you were buying like different ghosts. Whoever had the figure that went with it, and there was in a lot, had the different ones. So different color hair, like darker, lighter on the orange. Oh, darker on the leggings. So, in more writing on this one, less writing on that one. Does it matter which one's better or worse? It doesn't matter at all. Really, in my opinion, if you just want to get a set together, it doesn't matter at all. If you're buying these on eBay, there's no price differentiation between any of these. None whatsoever. This one, so someone might ask $5 for this. Someone might ask, oh man, the purple's darker on that too. Someone might ask $5 for one. Someone might ask 3 for another, but it doesn't mean their value's any different. But they're generally sold in lots. Okay, this is the other one that I got, which I'm comparing them to, and look how tall she is compared to them. So like everything else, it's so strange how maybe when I'm done here, I'll do this lineup and just show how the other set is different for the main cast. And I even think they might have shared some of the ghosts in these lines. Anyway, there it is. That's what it looks like. Which one do I like more? It's tough. I kind of like this one more, but that one looks pretty good too. It's a tough call. I do believe these stand better. Let's see what she looks like from behind. Oh wow. Oh, never mind. I like this one better. Still looks good. I mean, either version is nice. And actually the legs are a little more slimline. This has a little bit better proportions. But I don't know. I think that captures the character better. All right, we're getting in here on Velma, and I think that it does a pretty good job. It looks pretty good. With this, though, on the different variations here, the darker, lighter hair, darker, lighter on the shirt, maybe darker and lighter on pretty much everything across the board. This one must have just been left outside. Ha ha. Different writing on the back. So, yeah, sorting through them. Her costumes, outfit, whatever, looks pretty good. But here, this other line, I actually think this one matches better. And also, if you look height-wise for the toy line, which I guess we'll have to do a lineup, height-wise versus Daphne, I think is better in this toy line than in this. But at the end of the day, still it doesn't matter. Daphne's still a little taller. It is what it is. But there's Velma. And oh, I also like on this one the puffier shirt than the more I don't know, old lady style shirt. I don't know. This figure probably is a little bit better. Here's the two different options. I'm gonna try to get them both in better frame here. And which one do I like better as a team? They both look fine to me, but this one's better. So this is the character options, which is the line more or less we're looking at for the rest of this. And this is the one that I believe is called Equity Marketing. These off-brand toys, it's not Hasbro, it's not Mattel, it's not anything else out there, but someone made them. And yeah, you can decide which one you like better, left or right. They both look good. These actually do look a little bit better as a group. The rest of this we're gonna move pretty fast because it's just monsters. There's not a whole lot to it. This one is called Skeleton Man, and he was in the episode, in the show. He has the same articulation as Fred. This one's in actually pretty good shape, so he stands really well, and he looks pretty good. He's got no paint on the back, so he's skeleton from the front and blue on the back. So these were made cheaply, so less paint hits. I mean, could you imagine like $5.88 for a 2-pack? Nowadays, they were still pushing that in 2019. I remember seeing these at the Walmart. But Skeleton Man right there, 10,000 volt man, 10,000 volt ghost. Either way you want to look at it. Now I have looked at different packagings, and I think that one packaging type, one release of theirs, it came with the straps, the like wires that he straps over himself, and then I think that there was a release without it. So more of these loose will have them without it, especially if they got them somewhere. Well, this wasn't offered at Walmart, but somewhere like Walmart. I don't believe this was offered. And I think he's transparent clear. I'll hold up to the light real quick. Yep, transparent clear. Let's be clear on that. I guess I could use my phone here and just light them up. Light them up if you got them. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so what does he do? Same basic articulation, but no head articulation. And that's him from the show. It's pretty good. Next, we have the Beast from the Bottomless Lake, and I really think that this is definitely a good figure. It's probably the best of all of them. He just looks cool. He's got some articulation. No, looks like he's got a bit of tail articulation, but it's not. It doesn't want to move a whole lot. He's got a crazy mouth, crazy grin. It's pretty good size, and it's a good looking figure. He's still really cheap and easy to get if you're trying to look for this figure. So I would say this is the best figure of the series. Well, the best ghost or monster of the series. It is Beast of the Bottomless Lake. All right, so we've got Frankenstein monster, which sort of towers over the Fred figure. And this is the most staction figure of all of them. His head doesn't really move. His arms do this. And then the rest is a statue. Staction figure. So it is what it is. I thought he was one that they made a glow-in-the-dark of, but I never tracked one down. So maybe they did and I just never picked one up. I don't know. I might look into that, but anyway, there's going to be some other ones that we get into that have the glow-in-the-dark remakes, and I just thought he was one of them. Still pretty cool looking figure overall. I was really hoping that I got my hands on the glow-in-the-dark. I did not. Next, we got the Ghost of Redbeard. Redbeard's Ghost. And he is basically a staction figure also. One of them I had a boot fall off. He comes with well, very few have accessories. Well, I can't even get it out of his hand. I'm not going to try. But very few have accessories. He has a removable sword, which they do carry over to glow in the dark. His head is stuck in place, so just two arms that move. That's what he looks like from the back. He's got a strap. He doesn't want to stand on his own, so I lean him up against something. And yeah, him. His leg moves a little bit on that. There's his sword. Pretty good figure overall. Yeah, nice looking figure. Glows in the dark. I might hit all the glow in the darks at once. I don't know. I was thinking about it, but anyway, not much more to say about him. At first when I was collecting this, I thought this was the Captain Cutler figure. We're gonna have another captain coming up, but this is Redbeard's Ghost. This one's called Phantom Racer. He's about the same size as old Fred over here, who's hardest working man in Scooby-Doo right now. And there we go. Looking at him side by side with his glow-in-the-dark partner. He's got his crazy evil face. He's got cringy hands, like he's gonna choke you. Let's see if you extend him. Can he choke? It's more like, you did a good job, son. If it weren't for these kids... No, there it is. If it weren't for these pesky kids, I would have got away with it. Oh. But there he is from the back. Pretty cool looking figure overall. And definitely looks like the show. And there's the glow-in-the-dark, which glows in the dark. So there it is. That's all that she wrote. And fun figure. All right, next up is the clown. And this one... this is the hardest one to get, and I don't know why. Maybe I should have looked into more of what it says on his back here, but... I'll see. I think it says character options on it. But he comes with this mallet for some reason, and he has no articulation in the head, really. Not supposed to move, I don't think. And I'm still zoomed in like a weirdo. But he's a staction figure, and he doesn't stand, a non-standing staction. You can balance him a little bit, but I'm just gonna lean him up against. All these kind of have a back support to lean up against something. So there he goes, he's standing. And about that to Fred, I watched the episode of this, and it's all right, but figure himself, I'm not sure why they produced him in such low quantities, why he was hard to get. Probably the last one they made. because they started making them one at a time. They started putting single packs out, and then this guy, there were single packs of the 10,000 Volt Ghosts, and pretty much all of them had a single pack at one point in time for whatever distribution reason. I've got the Ghost of Captain Cutler. This is a challenging one to pick up because I don't know. He's like wave 2 or something. I don't know. I'd have to look at my picture. Actually, I have it right here. What wave is he from? And wave 2, yeah. Or series 2, or whatever you want to call it. He came with the... Oh, yeah, he came with the Shaggy with the crazy hair. Shaggy with the crazy hair. So, anyway, he's just like a deep sea diver that came out of the ground. He has a hose coming out of the back of him. That's cool. That's it's almost like an accessory. It's more than they've done with most of these. As later series go on, they do more stuff, I guess. His helmet does not come off. It's not removable, and he does kind of put his hands out. He has the same articulation of Shred, except no... Does he? His head even moves, even though there's a hose on it. That's weird. I haven't spent a whole time with him. I just picked him up. And, yeah, so it's... That's an alright figure. Will we get this from Jada? No. Maybe, actually. Oh, wait. Is this in Series 2? Does Jada have this planned for Series 2? Okay, I'm not trying to knock Jada just yet. This one is the Black Knight, which is very common. Probably was one of the Walmart ones. I guess I could check, but... Is it one of the Walmart ones? It looks good. It really looks the part from the show. Yep, he was one of the Walmart ones. And basically, the ones from Walmart pretty much hit almost everything in the intro. So the intro is covered from Walmart, from one of the intros. From I'm sure they had multiple different intros down the line, but the one I remember the most when I was a kid, the one I watched, like the year I watched it the most. There's back. But it looks like a nice little knight. Fits the show. It's shiny, but it's gray. It's not silver. I don't know what they could have done to make it look more like armor, but it gets the job done. It works. It's got this little fuzzy stuff up top, and it would have been fun if this. No, actually, the truth is, I'm glad I didn't have to chase down a lot of accessories for this. If that moved, it would definitely have fallen off most of them. So glad they did it the way they did it. For a nice little statuesque figurine collection. I'm Dracula and I want to suck your blood. His, all that moves on him, does his head move? Yeah, a little bit. Are his arms? I want to suck your blood. He did not want to stand up over there. But he stands up fine here, so pretty cool looking Dracula figure. He has a hard... His cape's hard. Is that a hard cape? Or are you happy to see us all? He's happy to see all of us. All of us food sources that are out here. Yeah. Ladies, he's not really wanting to get with you. He wants to suck your blood. So there it is. There he is. Taller than Fred and probably a little scarier on a date. Next we got the Headless Horseman. The Headless Horseman, or some Sleepy Hollow action, Halloween figure, Pumpkinhead, no head. He gets no head. He's got pumpkin on there. This is actually soft. So the last cape was hard. This one is soft, rubber, plastic-ish, rubberish, and yeah, pretty interesting figure overall. It's kind of fun to have a Headless Horseman. I mean. People are like, oh, what are you talking about? The Four Horsemen version, you know? Well, yeah, cool. And this, somewhere along the line, got it for like $5 for 2-pack. Was this at the Walmart one? Yep. This one's the Walmart one. The Racer, Skeleton Man, Dracula, I think was there too. I don't know. But then the next one, one of the next ones we look at was a Walmart one also. But so he's very common, very easy to get, and that's what... That makes a toy line fun. Like, the more common stuff, the stuff you'd want, is easy to get. And cheap. Cheap and easy. Next up, we've got the Ghost, or just some random Joker in a sheet. That's a bunch of sheet going on right there, with some holes cut out. Yeah, that's the... It is literally not a figure. This is the most figurine you're gonna get. It's hollow. Probably the cheapest thing they made here in the whole toy line. Zero articulation, but on a shelf, it looks kind of cool. It's got a cool little shelf piece. It works. Decoration for your shelf. Next up, we've got Wolfman, and he does not want to stand for me to save my life. It's okay. He's got no head articulation whatsoever. His arms move up like this. He goes, and that's it. There's not much to him, but I guess he matches the show more than any other kind of Wolfman we've seen. Come on, give him a little pressure forward. You get a little standing there. But I think he was the last of the Walmart ones on here. And yeah, pretty okay statuesque figure. Again, it's fine in my display, but there he goes, Wolfman. Next up is the Creeper. I don't know if I've covered the Creeper yet, but he also has a glow in the dark. What a weird looking dude. But yeah, glows in the dark. And there's the Creeper. He looks familiar, but I don't remember the episode. I can't really place the episode currently. I actually, when I was collecting these, I was watching an episode a day or so, just kind of getting into it. I didn't watch them all, and the truth is, I probably won't ever watch them all again. I think I watched 20 of them or something, and then I was done. But this is the Creeper, and also it's kind of weird. I have a Creeper variant, which I really wasn't going after, but since I have it. So the shoes are a different color, and his arms are like whiter stance, and so are the glow in the dark is a whiter one. So like I've got a set here where the glow in the dark's narrower, and I definitely didn't go after 2. I didn't even know I had a variant until just now. And then when I was setting him up, and then his arms are wider. Creeper variants, Creeper army. Let's try to watch them glow. I don't know if they'll glow. Increase the intensity. All right, here is the Witch Doctor. Which doctor is he? Oh, he's that doctor. That Witch Doctor comes with this removable staff of Ra. Oh, ceremonial staff. Now you can see from the side, like it's sculpted as a human. Then he's got his face mask on. Ukachaka, or whatever. I don't know what he chants. No movement in the legs. The arms move just a little bit. Slight different movements of pose. So he's going to be in this like chanting pose forever. And that's him. Probably one of the more interesting looking ones of these. Fascinating. And yeah, he's a ghost. Well, none of these are really ghosts. We all know they're just some dude that was trying to get one over on someone, try to make money, run somebody off. Usually it's business for making money or something, but there's the Witch Doctor. That's Witch Doctor it is. So they made a lot of other stuff, Mystery Machines, different size figures. There was a Haunted Mansion that is meant for the smaller figures, not this scale. So I left that alone. I would have picked it up and reviewed it, but it was definitely not big enough. And at the same time, it was too big for our display. So it's made for the small figures. So let's have a little look-see at this. This is the one from Character Options. I think the one at Walmart. You can open that up and put your figure in there if you want. Got a little steering wheel. I don't think this one has any electronics in it or anything. Very, very bare bones. Has some play features. You can open this up. Open all this up, and then there's supposed to be like little activities stuff in here, I guess. I'm not sure why I'm not getting that open, but there it is. That's what it does. And then, I mean, as time progresses, we're going to see things a little bit different. There's the same one, but it has, again, I didn't go after any of these. I was just looking for the figures, and so technically the vans were free. So everything's the same on it, except it's got this spoiler. It's spoiled, and then I think this has stuff in it where I guess I could have left that one open to where none of this stuff was. Come on, that opens. This just doesn't want to give. There. Oh, so knock everything over. And I think this shoots something. This comes up. There's supposed to be something in here. It shoots or ooze comes out. I don't even know. I mean, I got to use. I don't have all the parts. I'm sure it's missing something. But I have no clue. And I don't care. I'm just showing you all it does. This might have had actual ooze. It does look like it would have had a can of ooze. You know, like from Ghostbusters. I don't want to say you know too much, because that's one of them verbal cues. Then we get into this one, and those do say character, whatever. This, on the other hand, is another one that is from a different era. Well, time gone by, and it looks pretty cool though. I like it, but I don't know what. Well, I bet it'll say what year on there. Didn't give me a year. It said Pop Rocket Los Angeles on it. Okay, so this stuff opens. I had it open. It opens from the other side. I've had it open before. There it goes. And in here, there's all kinds of like stuff for. It's like a panel. This. I guess we can move this up. I think this is sort of like a cage. This is a cage, and this is the cage door. Or something along those lines. Yeah. Supposed to tab that in and have this as a cage door. That's how that is. I don't know. It's kind of fun. I don't know if you could. You can't really use that while it's driving, which you would think you could use it while it's driving. It would make sense to me. But you can't, so. Oh well. And there it is from the side. Fit some figures in there. You can fit Scooby-Doo in there. That works. Man, I had it too high. Let's spin it around real quick again. Everything's just stickers and stuff. Now let's get into what I think is the showboat of the Mystery Machines, the one I like the most. But the doors don't open. And again, it's a super cheap version. And this one is what, let's see what they call this one. Basic Fun. The Basic Fun van. And it's a little bigger than the other ones. To me, it matches the cartoon better. The best of all of these. Well, in all actuality, so does this one. This one's pretty close. This one's probably the closest. But then that one's pretty close too. And it works. And the other ones were made as like just kiddie toys. This is made as something that a collector could put on their shelf and enjoy, even though it's still not collectible level. It has some electronics. And I believe the Fred's different. In fact, the Fred has a different... Well, this came with it, I assume that it came with originally, but that's pretty much this Fred. So it's from that era, that toy line. But you can fit all these figures in here, as you can see. I fit them all in there. Yeah, I didn't put a Scoob in there, but I can if I want to. Let's get them back in the way they should be. And then it says Mr. Machine on the side. There's supposed to be some stuff on the top. I don't really care about all that. This was cheap. You just get stuff cheap. And then it opens up so here's the way I look at it. You just throw all your extra. Can I get the light in there? Can I get light? Producer, put some light in there. Yeah. Anyway, there's the vans. I like that one the most. Followed by this one. So I technically don't like the van that they made for the line, but I don't hate it. Let's back it up. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I do like that one the most. Hope you enjoyed this look at the Scooby-Doo toy line from, I guess, Character Options. I'm not 100% sure who made what of everything that's out there, but I know that these were more or less from one series. And it's kind of a fun toy line. I am happy that I collect them. I've got a shelf of them. I'm going to probably replace a few figures or just add to it as I go, as I pick up the Jada stuff. But let me know what you guys think about these in the comments below. Was this helpful? Was this fun? Did you like Scooby-Doo? Did you hate it? Tidy your ringer out.
That snow ghost is for real, all right. Zoinks! A new face!
You swing from trees like a happy chip. Watch the pretty coin of gold be chimpanzees, as you are told.
Well, what started out as a fishing trip sure ended in a dandy mystery. What's Scooby doing?
So you didn't heed my warning. Now your spirits will dwell here in this house forever.